Hello, I'm Kate Chapman, also known on the YouTube as Little Kate on the Prairie. And for the past 32 years, I've been singing and dancing on Broadway and stages across the world. And like every actor, I also have a side gig, and mine is being a life coach. This past year, I have noticed that my clients are very resistant to change. They don't like it, they don't want it, they're uncomfortable with it, they would like it to cease. So I've been talking about the change cycle a lot this year, and I wanted to share with you a couple of models for that, so that if you're a person that's having problems with change, you have a model you can look at and see, well, where am I in the change cycle? So let's look at the 4 seasons. Winter is cold, it's fallow, it's quiet, you're not sure what's dead or alive, not a lot going on, visibly anyway. Then you move into spring, and suddenly there's sounds and sights and smells. There are flowers, things are blooming, there are things buzzing. And then those buzzing things pollinate the flowers, and then we move into the summer where those turn into fruit. And they're growing and they're ripening and they're getting ready to be eaten and enjoyed. And then we move into autumn and we have the harvest, and it's bountiful, and we can celebrate all of the work that's happened in the seasons before to get us to this point. Or you could think about the butterfly. One day, there's a caterpillar, inching along, sees a twig, goes, I'm gonna attach myself to that twig, then I'm gonna build a bag around myself, and then I'm gonna turn to mush, and then I'm gonna reform, and then I'm gonna cut myself out of that bag, and I'm gonna fly away as a butterfly. There are teachers that tell us things, like Martha Beck, master teacher, author. She talks about change being in 4 squares. Square number 1, death and rebirth. Hard square. Square number 2, dreaming and scheming. Can kind of think about maybe what might happen next. Square 3, the hero saga, making those dreams come true, which can be a little cumbersome sometimes. And finally, square 4, the promised land. Since I'm a Broadway girl, I like to do everything with a song and a dance. So I have created my own change cycle for you, which is the dance of life. So I'm going to perform it for you a couple of times, and then I'll break it down, and then I will show you a seated modification so that if you're not standing right now, you can still do the dance of life. So here we go. A 5, 6, 7, 8. Sway, box, step, pivot, 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 and leap. Okay, step number 1 is the sway. Your feet are stuck to the ground. They're not going anywhere. You have movement side to side a little bit. You could do a little front, not back so much you're gonna fall over. So it's a limited step, just a really gentle step. And then you move into the box step, which is step, cross, back, open, step, cross, back, open. Now the box step, you can get a lot of things going on in the box step. A lot of movement can happen in the box step, but you're still in a box, hence the name box step. Then you move into the pivot. Pivot. This is where you see your world through 360 degrees. And you know where you want to go next when you finally leap, and you're able to go and see the world around you. So let me show you the seated modification now. There were times on Broadway where I was asked to be seated during dance numbers for various reasons, which I always liked. I thought it was fun. So if you're not standing, you can go sway, box, step, pivot, 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 and leap. I hope that you have enjoyed learning the dance of life, thinking about the change cycle through a different lens, thinking about change as just a cycle and not something to resist. I thank you so much for spending this 5 minutes with me. Thank you, Sunny Dawn Johnston and Liz Dawn, for creating this opportunity for me to make this fun video. And I hope that all of you will have this day as part of your Feel Better Life. Bye-bye.